I have a new saying for you. It's called the meat sweats. When the show is beefy, juicy, and meaty, I get the meat sweats. We're gonna have the meat sweats together today. Kinda sexy.
Here come the meat sweats.
This Riverdale actress is busting child predators when she's not filming. Obama is the lead advisor for those NBA protests. The Brits are coming for your Facetune, and Mariah Carey just buried Ellen alive with this new unflattering story. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. Oh my gosh, you know what they call meat juice? Au jus.
Bless you.
Meat.
Okay, how have we not talked about how Riverdale actress Marisol Nichols takes down child predators in her free time when she's not filming the show?
This is a game of nerves, Veronica, and clearly you've lost yours.
Marisol, who plays Hermione on Riverdale, works with the FBI and law enforcement to use her acting skills in sting operations. Sometimes she'll pretend to be a kid, and sometimes she'll act like the parent, all to lure these freaks to a hotel room.
I've got the entire Vice Squad in the next hotel room next to me that's connecting, and they have, semi-automatic weapons and everything else that you can possibly think of. So I did have to go through hostage training just in case something bad happens, but honestly, it's worth it, to think that I'm possibly stopping these guys from showing up to an actual hotel room where there's an actual 9-year-old or 12-year-old girl being held there against her will.
Deadline says Sony has optioned the rights to her story and is in the beginning stages of developing it into a TV show, with Marisol executive producing and starring in it. She says all of this came together for her when she played a cop on shows like CSI and Law & Order SVU, and thought about how she was sexually assaulted herself when she was 11, and then she even started her own nonprofit in 2014 called Foundation for a Slavery-Free World.
Just how prevalent is slavery and sex trafficking around the world?
According to the Global Health Index, there's about 35 million people currently right now, and that was actually from a study in Australia, caught up in slavery. And out of kids, there's about 4,000 children caught up in slavery, whether it's labor trafficking or sex trafficking.
I don't know about you, but I think Marisol Nichols just became the coolest woman in Hollywood, bar none.
Want to follow rules, I make them. And when necessary, I break them.
Remember a couple months back when Khloe Kardashian posted that selfie that looked nothing like her? And then we found out that was because she photoshopped the crap out of it? Imagine photoshopping your selfie so much that the government has to get involved.
I'm so sick and tired of the Photoshop. Show me something natural.
A law is being proposed in the UK that would ban celebrities from photoshopping or face-tuning their Instagram pictures on social media to alter their body shapes. They claim that edited photos on social media were fueling a mental health crisis and that they're creating a warped view of beauty.
Photoshop my face out.
Just another prime example of why big government sucks. Ain't nobody getting in the way of me and Facetune.
My kid Photoshop pants on you. Said we're done.
Guess who's been advising all these NBA players on their protests and boycotts?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Former President Barack Obama has been regularly counseling and advising the players who are trying to make noise for social justice causes. His spokesperson, Katy Hill, told CNN that he's an avid basketball fan and speaks regularly with players and league officials. They've been talking about creating a social justice committee to ensure that the players and league's actions this week lead to sustained, meaningful engagement on criminal justice and police reform.
Give me a break.
I can't help but laugh at the fact that they're going to Obama for advice on how to solve issues like police brutality and other social justice things. He was president for 8 years and he didn't fix or improve anything. If he has the answers, why didn't he use them when it really mattered?
I blame Obama.
Barack Obama is the biggest fraud when it comes to helping the black community. He didn't get more funding for historically black colleges and universities. He didn't accomplish prison reform, and he sure didn't create opportunity zones. In fact, in 2016, CNN did a poll asking Americans if race relations between blacks and whites worsened or got better under President Obama. Yeah, CNN did a poll. 54% said race relations got worse since he became president, including a whopping 40% of blacks.
Things have gotten worse, not better.
At each level of education, the black rate of unemployment was twice as high as the white rate under Obama, according to The Atlantic.
It's gotta hurt.
The only reason LeBron and other players are going to Barack Obama to help them out and tell them what they should do is because he's black and because he was a cool president who said all the right things but didn't do jack. You know that Barack Obama said that he believed race reparations would be impossible to implement? I wonder how they'd feel about that.
Who are you?
I may have mentioned this briefly before, but I cannot stress it enough. I am obsessed with Emma Roberts. If I could pick any actress to play me in a movie, it's going to be her, hands down, no ifs, ands, or buts.
I am a millennial, Generation Y, born between the birth of AIDS and 9/11, give or take. They call us the global generation. We are known for our entitlement and narcissism.
There is no one who truly nails a high-maintenance, glam, sassy, ratchet young buck quite like Emma.
There was a Chanel number 4, but she got meningitis. She was like, I'm sick, I have to go home. And I was like, no, stay. But she went home anyway, and then she died. So another thing I was right about.
This is literally me.
Trash. My life is trash.
If you're wondering why I'm gassing up Emma Roberts so much, it's because my little baby's ego is prego! And she's glowing! That bumpo! That smile! The caption! Me and my 2 favorite guys? So it's a boy? I'm elated. She's 29 now and is dating 25-year-old Triple Frontier actor Garrett Hedlund. Emma and Garrett were first spotted together in March of 2019, holding hands in LA. Kinda juicy. He was engaged to Kirsten Dunst before they broke up in 2016, and Emma was engaged to her AHS co-star Evan Peters at one point after being off and on for years.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sad this didn't happen with Evan, even though I'm pretty sure their relationship was awful. She got arrested in 2013 for domestic violence after a fight was heard in their hotel room. The biggest plot twist was, only a few days after this news broke, she had an interview come out in Nylon where she talked about her public image and said that a lot of people perceive her differently. And then she dished about making mistakes and said, I can't say I'm never going to mess up, but if I do, I'll definitely be very sorry.
I think all movies and TV shows and video games these days are just pointless.
Kinda awkward, but she has redeemed herself since then with A+ content, and I can't wait for her next stage of life with a Cinnamony.
Believe me when I say that if it was possible for me to feel anything, I would totally be crying right now.
We got another nail in the coffin for Ellen Degeneres' career, people. Mariah Carey ended up spilling the tea about a brutally uncomfortable interview she had with Ellen in 2008. At the time, there were all these rumors going around speculating over whether or not Mariah was pregnant. Well, Mariah didn't want to share the pregnancy because she had previously miscarried and was still struggling with the pain. To make matters worse, Ellen, aka Satan, pressured Mariah into essentially admitting that she was pregnant by asking her to drink champagne during the interview, which Mariah had refused to do. Shortly after the interview, Mariah miscarried again and said that she was extremely uncomfortable with Ellen's behavior and struggled grappling with the aftermath.
So when you feel like hope is gone.
She said, there's an empathy that can be applied to those moments that I would have liked to have been implemented. But what am I supposed to do?
Oh, darling, 'cause you'll always be my baby.
Yet again, another awful testimony about Ellen's behavior in the middle of her supposedly planning her comeback. She's gotta quit. Like, just thinking about her facing her audience after this is so cringy, it hurts.
Seriously, man, just retire.
And Katy Perry opened up about her marriage and divorce to Russel Brand. She said she still hasn't talked to him since he texted her that he wanted a divorce in 2011. God, he sucks. I don't know if you remember this from the Part of Me documentary she did, but right before she was going on stage is when he texted her. They got it all on camera, and oh my gosh, this scene is burned into my memory. I think about this documentary and this scene like probably at least once a week.
Oh, it's not meant to make you upset.
Katy said in a recent interview that their 14-month marriage was like a tornado. She said, at first when I met him, he wanted an equal. And I think a lot of times strong men do want an equal, but then they get that equal and they're like, I can't handle the equalness. He didn't like the atmosphere of me being the boss on tour. So that was really hurtful and it was very controlling, which was upsetting.
Spill the tea, sweetheart.
Let me be frank. I 100% agree with her on this. In most cases for me, I feel like guys are excited to have a girl that can keep up with them, that are opinionated, they're not afraid to speak their mind, and then a few months in, they're like, ooh, wait, she's actually gonna challenge me? She's not just gonna agree with every single thing I say? Never mind.
I changed my mind.
I mean, have we not all been there? I feel like it is so few and far between to find a guy who actually wants that. And I think a lot of guys lie about it. CUTEservatives, we need to have a little family meeting. Do you guys actually want a strong equal in a woman or no? What is the truth? And DudeServatives, we need to hear from you on this too.
Oh, tell us. Tell us.
Oh, just 1 second, let me get out my notebook. My itty bitty notebook. Okay, let's see here. Yes. If you're trying to get into the CUTEservatives Facebook group, there's a question that asks you how much speech should be free. An awful lot of you are saying all speech except hate speech. No, honey boo-boo. So-called hate speech is protected by the First Amendment. CUTEservatives should be free speech purists. Everyone should be able to say what they want and when they want, as long as it does not incite violence, even if it offends someone. Because once you start trying to crack down on speech a little, the whole thing is gonna go. So that's a quick politic from yours truly. Ooh, I kind of like that. It's kind of cute. Maybe I should do a quick politic once a week and explain something like this. What do you think, yay or nay? If you're ever out of the house on your way to get some roast beef, you could always listen to POPlitics. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, and anywhere else you get your podcasts. Go ahead, leave us a meaty 5-star review. I'm telling you, every day I'm waiting for our HR guy to yank this show. That's why we need your reviews, so they can see that you like the big, beefy podcast. Don't forget to like this episode, leave us a comment, and share it to your stories. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the conservatee. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.